All right, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Hello guys. Hello. Today we are talking about the FFA tier list. Okay, this tier list is in my opinion for FFA Nomad. Okay, FFA Nomad. Uh, Currently on the ranked ladder on FFA Nomad that you can check on Age of Empires for Word. I'm still the number one. So before the next season arrives, so it's still season 9. We still have a week, right? More than a week until the next season arrives. I played with every civilization. I played mostly the lowest play civilization as well, and I feel like what I was thinking, like which civilization, good or bad, I have changed my mind in a lot of ways. A lot of ways I changed my mind. Well, first of all, the first thing first, as always, English is still an S tier civilization. Why is it English so good? Well, you can start with 8 religion on farm, like literally in Dark Age, and you leave that 8 religion on farm. You're gonna get like a second TC around 8 minutes. Um, but why is it so strong and etc.? Because when you are just finish the second TC as well, you can already go to castle because that 8th villager on the farm gives you a crazy amount of food that literally throws you into castle age while you are building your second TC. And later on, the English with the gold generation just makes them even more crazier, stronger, insane, right? So insane economy, very fast second TC. You can do whatever, what else, whatever, you can do everything. Very strong on water, cheaper, cheap on everything. So overall, a very strong civilization. Next one, Rus still in my eyes is one of the strongest civilization for FFA Nomad. Really easy to pro scout, crazy amount of gold generation, passive gold generation, just like the English with the farms. Crazy amount of gold generation, really fast age up, fast relic gathering, and you have Dark Age scouts. Literally, like when the game starts at 0:45, so into the game like 45 or 50 second, you already have a scout and you are picking up the sheep away from your opponents. Very strong units, cheap units, and a very strong economy as well on food because you have 50% extra gathering rate on every food, so not just farm, which makes even better civilization. If you get a meat, deer or a boar or sheep, you get a gold as well, which is really nice. So overall, because the passive gold, because the fast age up, the pro scouting, the fast relic pickups with the monks, you can either go with Spaskaya for stone walls, or if you are leading the game, you can go with the siege landmark and get cheaper siege. So overall, Rus is a really good playstyle all over, which makes them really good. Next one, French. I played French more and more and more, and I feel like it's really good. So the early game for French after mid game is insanely good. Their late game not as good as like an English or Rus. I cannot put the French into the same as like English or Rus, but it's still not bad. You can do infantry, it's like spearman, crossbow, archer combo. Or you can go mass knights if you are on a water map, or you have your personal pond, your PP. You can go on water and you can gather a lot of food. After you just put the villagers on gold, and it's amazing. So the only problem with French, I think there's a, like a late game where they need to spend a crazy amount of gold, right? Even though you have the guild hall is not as strong as like English or Rus passive generation. But the reason why it is still high, because how cheap your units, how cheap everything for the French, right? Next one, Jeanne d'Arc. I don't think Jeanne d'Arc as good as a French, even though you can put um, your ability on every building, every production building with Jeanne d'Arc. But why is French better than Jeanne d'Arc is because of villager production. From the Dark Age, starting from the Dark Age, French makes villagers 17 second, right? So let's say the Jeanne d'Arc makes 20 second, or English makes 20 second, French makes 17 second. Uh, as you go with the ages, you make villagers faster and faster and faster. Jeanne d'Arc, even though it can boost and has the same landmarks and etc., the problem is there it's slow. The buildings are economical buildings more expensive. Um, Villager production much slower. So it's not a bad. So like, let's say 2 seasons ago, I put Jeanne d'Arc like here, but I feel like after playing so many games with Jeanne d'Arc, I think with Jeanne d'Arc I have also 100 games live, just like with French. So after playing so many games with Jeanne d'Arc, um, and French, we played some games with French as well. I can tell you that French has just overall better economy, same military but better economy, and that's enough to beat actually Jeanne d'Arc with French. Next one is Abbasid. Abbasid is they don't have any passive generation resources, right? But their trash unit composition, okay, the trash units are insanely strong. They are like crazy strong. It's broken good. It's insanely good. I love how, like, you don't need gold to win games with Abbasid, because you just make 100 camel archers, 100 horsemen, and that's it, and some rams. You know what I mean? So like, trash units are really strong, spearmen really strong, horsemen really strong, camel archers, camel riders, gulams. Like these units that doesn't require that crazy amount of gold as well. Like gulam doesn't require a crazy amount of gold. Camel riders doesn't require a crazy amount of gold. Your normal archers, camel archers, it's just insanely strong overall, and the economy. Whew, I can't talk about how crazy strong is the Abbasid economy. Next one, Zushi. I don't think Zushi is an STS civilization right now. It has the same strength as French for sure, but I cannot put Zushi into S tier at all. Because their gold generation is not as good as like English Rus, or their trash units are not as good as Abbasid. They have passive gold generation with the IOs, yes, that's true, but I still don't feel like they are as good as like any other civilization. Even though can get a relics fast, can age up fast, and etc., but still not as good at all. Next one, Delhi. I think Delhi is just overhyped. Okay, Delhi is crazily overhyped. So people telling me, well, if Delhi has 150 or 100 extra population, the elephants are crazy strong. No, every civilization, if they have extra population, they are crazy strong. Like someone telling me, oh yeah, like OOTD has 50 extra population, now I gotta struggle, etc. I would have struggled against any civilization that has more population than me. It's not really belongs to civilization which is stronger, which is not. It's just like how it is. You know what I mean? When I played with many civilization against Delhi, like let's say I played Abbasid, I destroyed Delhi. I played Rus, I destroyed Delhi. I played English, I destroyed. I never had problem of destroying a Delhi player. If I played Zushi, 10,000 bolts, destroying Delhi. If I played French, I destroyed Delhi. So like all these are, Delhi is not bad. Again, Delhi is not bad, but it's not as good as the other civilizations at the top. These civilizations, the tool they have, the economy they have, they are just all around better than Delhi currently. And I'm saying this as a person who loves Delhi, and one of the most played civilizations is Delhi for me currently. Next one, Byzantine. Byzantine is not bad. Byzantine has this double economy where you can make units, but we had a game which was like insanely long. I'm pretty sure you guys remember it was like 2 hours long game that I played with Byzantine. I had the same population as the English guy, And I like, if the English guy had the same skill set as I had, I would have been dead like an hour ago. But the reason why that game went like 2 hours long, okay, because his skill set not was like mine, and I was also playing with Byzantine. So again, if that English guy had the same skill set as me, I would have zero chance of winning that game. Zero chance of winning that game. But in the end, I won the game because it was right skill diff. But the amount of struggle, like, it was crazy. And at the end, like the 10 minutes at the before the end, I got 50 extra population, if you guys remember. And even with the 50 extra population, I was so struggling against the Delhi. I mean the English, because again, even though you get 2 resources, that second resource is just not enough. It's not gold, it's just olive oil, which is fine. But when you get gold, the gold can be used on million other things. It's not the same for the like the gold and olive oil is not the same. Like, I can't make Varangian guards out of olive oil, but the English can make Marathon, which is insanely important. Next one. Oh yeah, so you get 2 resources from the farms. Very slow, everything, but over on a solid civilization. Next one, OOTD. I think OOTD is at least in front of Delhi, because OOTD can handle Delhi really well. But the Civ overall is not that broken good. That's how people are thinking. Economy feels weird. You need a million of villagers to make sure you have a good economy. If you can't secure relics, you're just dying. Like dying of just a little fort, a little bit fort. When I played Outback Octagon, I had like stored like 50,000 food and 50,000 wood and 20,000 gold stored in my bank. I'm building a wonder. I'm so ready. 3DB is just going to my base and literally emptying up all my resources from 50,000 food to 0 food in like 2 minutes, while I'm trying to hold a wonder. So not the best civilization, but it's not serving the purpose that they need to do. You know what I mean? No passive resource unless you got relic. So you can't just stay on relic and like, oh yeah, that's really good. That's perfect. So there is just no passive resource. Trash units are fine, but not the greatest. Then I can say English has better trash unit than OOTD right now. Ayubid. Ayubid is just absolutely shit. Sorry, but there are really good age ups, and you can say, well, there was a game on the Outback Octagon where I think it was Louis. He had like 200 desert raiders or something like that. Yeah, if someone is not getting attacked, right? So let me draw a map. Let me draw a map so all of us are on the same page. So let's say there is a player here, right? There is a player here. There is a player here. There is a player here. And let's say there is a player here alone in the corner. And he can do whatever. He can do everything he wants, right? Then of course that civilization is gonna be OP. Of course that civilization, of course, then that point, that civilization is not D tier, right? Because he's in the corner. Like, he can do whatever. He can boom, he can go up to 200 villagers, he can go wonder. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you have a neighbor, right? So let's say this is the most important. So when we are putting this tier list up together, we always need to see this situation, okay? This situation. When there is player 1, player 2, and there are other players all around the map, right? So this is the situation you always need to keep in mind when we are doing these tier list videos, that this is what's important. Not the fact that one player is in the corner and he just booms and wins the game because of that, but the overall balance of the saves, that how good they are on FFA Nomad, right? That's all. Okay, so let's go back. Because of that, I believe when there is a player close to you, even though you go fast stage, doesn't matter. They can just pump your ass. All your unique shit costs gold. The Bedouin swordsman costs gold. The Bedouin skirmisher costs gold. You require to get um a age up, right? Into the Bedouin swordman. It's also based on luck, so it's not 100% guaranteeing that you're gonna get Bedouin units out of the landmark. Even if you get, then it's coast gold. It just everything around the civilization is like, damn, this is horrible. You know what I mean? They have good tools, but the survivability for the civilization or the win ability for the civilization is insanely bad. Even if you build your neighbor, you're gonna lose that game. Definitely. HRE. HRE struggles the same, I think, as OOTD. It's just based on relics. Right now, in the future, I might throw HRE higher, but currently HRE is just it's just like a OOTD 2.0. Like you can either pick HRE to micro and macro more, or you can pick OOTD to micro and macro less. That's the two difference between the two sets. The units are, yes, they are different, but still, it's like not that crazy good as not crazy good as a civilization. It is. It's just based on relics. If you have relics, if you have water, if you don't have relics, if you don't have water, then you are just poop shit civilization. Even your trash units are insanely bad. Like your trash units are insanely bad. But if you have regnants, if you have water and everything, then it's insanely OP. So that's why I can put it lower, because it's a 50-50. But this shit is always shit. Next one, Ottoman. Ottoman is, oh my lord, it's so ass. Like it's not as ass as Ayubid, but it's so slow. It's like when you get to the late game, it's very good. It's very nice. But man, when I have one neighbor and I beat him, okay, I beat him. Oh my god! After that, I feel so good, and suddenly 50 knights just inside my base, and I can't do shit. So the reason why I'm not putting it into D tier, because the Ottoman late game is insanely strong, but because there are not really much passive economy other than your landmark, right? That requires 10 trader. It's just horrible. The first 20 minutes of the Ottoman, even if you are in a corner, nobody around you, it still feels so shit. And that's my honesty. Mongol, actually Mongol is way much better than Ottoman. What is the reason behind that? The reason behind that, even though you have no walls and keeps, and that's the only reason why I put Mongol here. I would put Mongol literally here if he had walls or keeps, because burning down buildings, destroying raiding gives you so much crazy amount of resource. It's insane. But again, it's the survivability, and if you have neighbor, yes or no. So because of no walls, because of no keeps, Mongol stays in the middle in B tier. But again, if it had walls and keeps, I would have put it into S minus. Like actually S minus. I'm not even joking. Japanese, S tier. Oh my god, dude. I played 20 Japanese games straight in a row, you know what I mean? And holy hell, like Japanese is insanely broken on FFA Nomad, the Buddhist monk. Even if you have 3 neighbors and you are fighting against 3 players at the same time, the Buddhist monk Japanese build for FFA Nomad is insane. Like I can't tell you how broken it is. It generates a crazy amount of resource. Like I had a game where if we added all player gold together, still was not equal towards my gold. I had like 4,000 or 3,000 gold per minute, because plus extra the relics and the sacrifice and etc. So I had like 3-4,000 gold per minute while I had 0 villager on gold. Okay, I had 0 villager on gold, but because the Buddhist monks, I had like 3,000 gold per minute, plus the relics, of course. So, Japanese is crazy good. I hope they're not gonna nerf the Buddhist monk, because currently they are insanely good. China, I think it's the same as Zushi. Everything the same. Like the passive generation of resources, the survivability. It's better than Zushi for sure, because Chinese has hand cannon here, but Chinese is not better than French, or Chinese is not better than all these civilizations. It's not bad. It has Nest of Bees, but who the fuck cares Nest of Bees when you have Imperial Manguna, right? So you're gonna say, well, China has Nest of Bees. Who the hell cares that China has Nest of Bees? You have Imperial Mangunas. Imperial Mangunas just shit on the Nest of Bees. Manguna just only weak in Castle Age, but in Imperial Age, Manguna is actually stronger than Nest of Bees. Before you are crying about, oh, Nest of Bees are so strong, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, Chinese is better than Zushi, but not better than French. Because French has the fastest regional production starting from Dark Age. For China, you have to unlock a dynasty. Now, Malian is the same as the Byzantine. It's not a bad civilization. It does have passive income. Sadly does not have Marathon. Struggles a lot late game. Late game struggles a lot. Mid game insanely strong. Early game again struggles. So Malian is this weird civilization. Early game struggles, mid game is insanely strong, late game struggles again, right? Because it doesn't have Manathon. And even if you have, if you have the Freeborn Warrior, I think the Malian still struggles in late game. Because now you don't have the food landmark, so you are generating 400 less food, right? Just you have the cows and that's it. Oh yeah, also Japanese has 75 wood barracks. That's true, that's true. Malian again, same shoes as Byzantine. It has again passive generation resource, but it's just strong in mid game, but weak in early game and weak in late game. That's all. So this is my true honest opinion before season 9 finishes for FFA Nomad. I'm curious what will change or happen, because I know that half of this civilization will change in FFA Nomad. Okay, so half of this civilization will move up or down in the next season. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to it.